Hey everyone, welcome back to Zen Zone Health. Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart, anxiety. Specifically, how to recognize the signs that your friend might be struggling with serious anxiety. We all know anxiety can manifest in many ways, and sometimes it's not as obvious as you might think. So, in this video, we're going to discuss 7 subtle signs that your friend might be dealing with more than just everyday stress. 1. They seem unusually restless or on edge. 1. They have trouble concentrating or their mind goes blank. 1. They are easily fatigued. 1. They have difficulty controlling their worry. 1. They experience muscle tension. 1. They have sleep disturbances, like trouble falling or staying asleep. 1. They avoid social situations or activities they used to enjoy. Make sure you stick around to the end because we're going to cover some practical tips on how you can help. And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat on how to live your healthiest life. All right, let's jump right into it. The first sign we're going to talk about is something that you might not immediately associate with anxiety: constant muscle pain and tension. Now, I'm not talking about the occasional soreness after a tough workout. I'm talking about persistent aches, stiffness, especially in the shoulders, neck, and back, that just doesn't seem to go away. When we're anxious, our bodies go into fight or flight mode, right? Our muscles tense up, preparing us to either confront the threat or run away. But in our modern world, most of our stressors aren't something we can physically fight or flee from. So our bodies stay in this heightened state of tension, leading to chronic muscle pain. If you notice your friend constantly complaining about unexplained aches and pains, it's worth considering that anxiety might be a contributing factor. Now, I'm not saying that every ache and pain is caused by anxiety, but it's definitely something to keep in mind, especially if it's coupled with some of the other signs we're going to discuss. So, what can you do if you think your friend's muscle pain is linked to anxiety? Encourage them to talk to their doctor to rule out any other underlying medical conditions. Beyond that, there are a few things that can help manage anxiety-related muscle tension. Exercise, for example, is a fantastic stress reliever. Even something as simple as a brisk walk can make a world of difference. Deep breathing exercises are another great tool. By consciously slowing down our breath, we can actually signal to our bodies that it's safe to relax. Visualization techniques can be incredibly powerful in easing muscle tension. Guiding your friend to imagine a peaceful scene, like a quiet beach or a serene forest, can help calm their mind and relax their muscles.
I've been feeling so tense lately, especially in my shoulders and neck. It's like I'm carrying the weight of the world on my back.
Let's move on to the second sign your friend might be struggling with serious anxiety: constant exhaustion. Now, we all feel tired from time to time, especially in our fast-paced world. But if your friend seems perpetually drained no matter how much sleep they get, it could be a red flag. One of the most common ways anxiety manifests is through sleep disturbances. It's like your mind is racing a mile a minute, making it nearly impossible to fall asleep or stay asleep throughout the night. You might notice your friend is constantly complaining about feeling tired, even if they claim to be getting enough sleep. And speaking of sleep, keep an eye out for those telltale dark circles under their eyes. Lack of sleep can wreak havoc on our appearance, making us look more tired and worn out than we actually are. If you've noticed your friend seems more exhausted than usual, it's important to approach the conversation with empathy and understanding. Start by simply asking how they're doing and if there's anything they need. Sometimes, just having someone to talk to can make a world of difference. Encourage them to prioritize good sleep hygiene. This means establishing a regular sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and making sure their bedroom is conducive to sleep. Think cool, dark, and quiet. If their sleep problems persist despite their best efforts, it might be time to suggest they consult with a healthcare professional.
No matter how much I sleep, I just can't seem to shake this tired feeling. It's like I'm always running on empty.
Let's talk about the third sign: irritability and freakouts. Now, we all have our bad days, right? But if you notice a significant shift in your friend's mood, where they seem constantly on edge, easily agitated, or prone to outbursts over seemingly minor issues, it could be a sign that anxiety is lurking beneath the surface. Anxiety can make it incredibly difficult to regulate emotions. It's like their internal alarm system is stuck on high alert, making them quick to overreact to situations that wouldn't normally faze them. They might be short-tempered, snap at people easily, or have emotional outbursts that seem out of character. The key here is to approach the situation with empathy, not judgment. Remember, your friend isn't choosing to be irritable. It's a symptom of their anxiety. So instead of getting defensive or engaging in an argument, try to be a calming presence. Offer support and understanding. Let them know that you're there for them and that you're not going to judge them for their emotions. Sometimes just having someone who listens without judgment can make a world of difference. If you're in the middle of a situation where your friend is getting agitated, try to de-escalate things by remaining calm yourself. Avoid raising your voice or getting defensive. Instead, speak in a soothing tone and try to steer the conversation towards a more positive direction. The fourth sign we're going to discuss is difficulty concentrating.
Have you noticed that your friend is having a harder time focusing than usual? Do they seem easily distracted, forgetful, or have trouble absorbing new information?
This could be another sign that anxiety is taking a toll. When we're anxious, our minds are often consumed with worries and racing thoughts. It's like trying to focus on a conversation while a siren is blaring in the background. Nearly impossible, right?
This can make it incredibly challenging to concentrate on work, school, or even just a simple conversation.
If you notice your friend is struggling to focus, try to be patient and understanding. Avoid overwhelming them with too much information at once and break down tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks.
Encourage them to take breaks when needed. Stepping away from a stressful task for even just a few minutes can help clear their head and improve their focus.
Suggest calming activities like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or listening to soothing music. These practices can help quiet the mind and improve concentration. Moving on to the fifth sign, poor memory. Now, we all forget things from time to time, but if your friend's forgetfulness seems excessive or out of character, it could be linked to their anxiety. Anxiety can interfere with working memory, which is responsible for holding on to information temporarily while we're using it. This can make it difficult to remember things like appointments, deadlines, or even what someone just said a few minutes ago. If you notice your friend is struggling with their memory, try to be patient and understanding. Avoid making them feel embarrassed or ashamed about their forgetfulness. Instead, offer gentle reminders and support. For example, if they're constantly forgetting appointments, suggest using a planner or setting reminders on their phone. If they're having trouble remembering details from conversations, try summarizing key points or writing things down for them. Let's talk about the sixth sign, increased drinking or smoking. Now, it's important to note that this sign can be particularly tricky because it often goes hand in hand with other mental health conditions. However, if you notice a significant increase in your friend's alcohol or nicotine consumption, especially if it seems to coincide with periods of heightened stress or anxiety, it's crucial to address it. People often turn to substances like alcohol and nicotine as a way to self-medicate and numb out uncomfortable emotions. While these substances might provide temporary relief, they ultimately worsen anxiety in the long run. If you're concerned about your friend's drinking or smoking habits, approach the conversation with compassion and non-judgment. Encourage them to talk to a therapist or counselor who can help them develop healthier coping mechanisms for dealing with their anxiety. And finally, the seventh sign your friend might be struggling with serious anxiety is avoiding social situations. Now, it's important to distinguish between being introverted and having social anxiety. Introverts simply gain energy from spending time alone, while those with social anxiety experience intense fear or discomfort in social settings.
If your friend, who normally enjoys socializing, suddenly starts declining invitations to hang out, canceling plans at the last minute, or going out of their way to avoid social gatherings, it could be a sign that social anxiety is at play. They might express fears of being judged, criticized, or embarrassed in social situations. They might worry about saying the wrong thing, not fitting in, or being the center of attention.
If you suspect your friend is struggling with social anxiety, the most important thing you can do is to be patient and understanding. Avoid pressuring them into social situations that make them uncomfortable. Suggest low-pressure social activities, like meeting for coffee one-on-one or going for a walk in the park. So there you have it. 7 signs your friend might be struggling with serious anxiety. Remember, these signs alone don't necessarily mean your friend has an anxiety disorder, but they are definitely worth paying attention to. Recognizing the signs of anxiety in our friends is the first step in providing the support they need. It's about being observant, being empathetic, and being there for them without judgment. If you or someone you know is experiencing serious anxiety, seeking professional help can be a crucial step towards recovery. Thanks for watching Zen Zone Health. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more health tips and advice.